So how did you like meet Nye and?
Well, I was actually on. It was on Instagram, and we were talking about how like Instagram is now basically his booking agent. And my friend Isla and Linus both had work done by him, and I'd wanted to get this tattooed for ages. I just hadn't found the right kind of person to do it. And I saw theirs, and I was like, yes, that's exactly like the style I want. So I just like sent him a little DM, and came around to my house, and we just got on super well. Did the tattoo, and we just kind of stayed in contact. After that, it just became like quite friends. It was just so much more intimate and fun, and kind of a creative process. And as I said, I came, sat around my kitchen table, we had a cup of tea, talked about it, like joked around, and it was just much more of like a pleasurable experience than going into like a studio or something like that.
Yeah.
It's nice that the mobile tattoo world is definitely more like it's just a better, more like well-rounded experience. He's one of those guys that just makes you feel like you've known him your whole life straight away. He's like the most open, friendly, like within honestly 4 seconds of me opening the door, I was like, right, I love this guy. But he seems like that kind of guy that's just really like on it, always looking for new, interesting ways of like developing his brand and meeting new people and like inking new people and stuff. We were just talking about it, kind of the way that he could develop as an artist, because obviously he was a graphic designer that moved into being a tattoo artist, and he's got some amazing friends and he's got some amazing connections and some great supporters who like really love his style and really like him as a person. So I think he should keep doing what he's doing for now, build up his very loyal fan base that he already has, and then he should move into doing merch and things like that, starting it up as like a brand within itself, where he can either teach people how to tattoo, or he can start with caps, t-shirts, and then move it into. He's such a stylish guy. Like he's got such a look. I can imagine that working with clothes would be something that he'd probably want to do in the future. So he wants to perform really well. Like even just doing this shoot we did, you could tell he just wanted it to be perfect, and you don't often see that with people, and it's a sign that he wants to take this as far as it can possibly go, which is really nice.
Probably the best tattoo artist I've been to, and has some pretty bad ones, pretty fantastic ones. And I'd love to work with him again. Yeah.
This is my first tattoo, and I've never really been a tattoo person, but I always thought if I did get one, I want it really intricate and on my wrist. However, I always thought the wrist was the most painful because that's what everybody says. like Janelle said, it was fine. I was expecting a lot more pain and like dramatic, but no, he gave me the heads up on what to expect and like made me feel super comfortable, and the design is exactly what I wanted, and he just did it for me, and it's my first tattoo, so if I ever get another one, it will be with him again for sure. If you go on his Instagram anyway, you'll see, you know, all the work that he's done and all the people he's drawn on, so yeah, I had a lot of fun with him.
He was really good at putting me at ease and just making me feel quite confident in him and what he was going to do. But yeah, no, really excited as well, knowing who he tattoos as well. It was really
The experience was incredible, and he's a really nice guy, and the artwork is superb.
So good, didn't even hurt, really quick. Loved it, here for the basic rights and just got it done really quick.
There's been such a prevalence over the past 3 or 4 years about shoe tattooing, which is essentially tattooing etchings onto shoes, which is obviously leather. Then you have the essence of self-expression and creativity, which tattooing and fashion work hand in hand. That's the dichotomy of the two. So having a fashion event with a tattooist makes perfect sense.
Because obviously Basic Rights and Nye, like, they're both very cool, so it's kind of a nice mesh. I think they both complement each other really well, and like it's blending their audiences, which is like a very natural, nice thing to do, I
think it's funny, when I was younger I didn't really want to get tattoos, and my parents both had tattoos and my older brother had tattoos, and I was always like, no, tattoos are horrible, blah blah blah. And then I think I just got to a point where I think I did it first as like a rebellious thing, and then kind of got hooked on the pain and just having something different on my body. All of my tattoos I generally try and make sure there's some kind of custom element to it rather than just picking a generic design. So I've always had some kind of design input on everything, so they're more personal to me. So I think it's just nice to have stuff that's personal to you and has some kind of meaning.
I would definitely recommend him to people I work with, really love clients, the talent we shoot with. Yeah, I can definitely see the path that he's going to take. It's very interesting. I love his freehand as well.
Yeah. And yeah, I've never been to an event where there's a tattoo artist. It's so cool and so niche. I've literally never seen been to an event where there's somebody doing tattoos. And I think tattoos are one of those things that either you're somebody who has a lot and it's your thing, or you don't have one, but it's something that you've always kind of thought about doing. So like for me, this was perfect because I was like, I've always kind of wanted one, so now I'm thrown in there and I thought, okay, this is a sign, maybe I'm supposed to do it. So yeah, but I can definitely see him working with a lot more, celebrity clients and stuff, and just promoting the art of tattooing.